Hello, Cancer, and welcome to your reading for the month of February. We're going to get things started off today with a little bit of an energy cleanse instead of Palo Santo. Today, I have brought along my I'll Go to Florida, my Florida water. You can find this in any metaphysical shop, depending on where you are. Sometimes you can find it even in the pharmacy in down where like the witch hazel and things like that are. But I like to buy this directly from the company Marie Lemon, and the reason for that is because there's two types of I'll Go to Florida. One comes from the New York factory, one comes from the Peru factory. And what I like about the Peru factory is that is where it originates from. So just like the Palo Santo and sage, you don't have to actually be here. You don't have to actually smell or experience the mist of the Florida water in order to have it cleanse you. In fact, it is the spirit of the citrus fruits that are inside of the I'll Go to Florida that do the cleansing. But if you do have clairsalience, you may be able to smell it, and it smells pretty darn good. I like to put it in these spray bottles, and then I've got one in my purse, I've got one in my car. I give one to my daughter, so when she goes to friends' houses, she can use it when she goes to school, things like that. We're going to get started today with a card, or some cards rather, from the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle by Kelly Smith, the Unshakable Inner Peace Oracle by Shannon Kaiser, and then we've also got the Raise Your Vibration Oracle by Kyle Gray. But what I actually wanted to do before I even started to hit record here was I pulled an oracle from or a tarot card rather, from the Light Seers Tarot. And I've got the Queen of Swords for you for the month of February. And I just want to focus, like, look at how calm she is. She's just sitting at the top of her castle. She is calm as can be. She's poised. She's collected. The Queen of Swords, she really stays above the drama. She stays above the BS. She doesn't rock the boat, okay? She doesn't rock the boat. She doesn't engage in that. She just, matter of fact, in fact, sometimes people tend to think that the Queen of Swords can be a little bit cold, lacking emotion, lacking empathy, because she just tells it like it is, and she avoids the drama. She does not engage in the drama. So that may be something for you to take into consideration for the entire month of February, okay, Cancer? Let's get started with this Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle, and I would like to see what is the primary energy that is supporting the Cancer Collective for the month of February, please. And the primary energy I'm getting for you is soul group. Okay, so yeah, lots of other people in your life, okay? The soul group card tells us that you are reuniting with members of your soul family. So maybe they're, sometimes members of our soul family come back into our life in this lifetime because they have lessons to teach us, okay? So they might trigger us. They might project their judgment towards us. We might project our judgment towards them. And what is judgment? It's a projection of our insecurity, right? You are getting ready to reunite with members of your soul family. So if you have new people that come into your life in the month of February, it is fated. It is fated. But remember what the Queen of Swords does. She stays above the judgment. She stays above the drama. She's cool. She's poised. She's collected. She's not wrapped up in anybody else's drama, anybody else's gossip, anything like that, okay? If you are sticking around for the extended reading at the end, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into the Queen of Swords, as well as a few more cards from each of these decks. We will also pull a card from the Romance Angels Oracle today. The romance angels, I know the month of February, a lot of us are thinking about the love that we've got in our life, or maybe it's self-love that's at the forefront of your mind. And we'll also pull a card from the animal spirit oracle as well. We'll see what animal totem wants to come up for you today. Let's see, what is it that the Cancer Collective needs to know most about these soul family members that they'll be reuniting with in the month of February, please? Spirit guides, spirit allies, angels. What does the Cancer Collective need to know about these soul family members that they'll be reuniting with in February? For those of you who are looking for love, I feel like if you meet someone, it will definitely be fated. You're getting wake-up call. So the wake-up call card comes when you are about to really get clear about what your purpose is. And the wake-up call card comes as like a big shakeup in your life, okay? A big shakeup. For some of you, this could be like a big move. You move physical locations, you move homes. If you've got your house for sale, maybe you'll find a new one in the month of February. Maybe you'll sell your house, find a new one. You could end up shifting your job, your career could change. Relationships could break down, new ones could come in. And with you getting soul group, I wouldn't be surprised if some relationships broke down in order to make space for those who are meant to come into your life in the month of February. The wake up call card could also be a sickness. Sometimes we need a wake up call, like, okay, we get sick because we're not taking care of our body. So this wake up call is literally start taking care of your body, or you're going to continue to get sick. I know that this can be at the forefront of a lot of people's mind right now. We're still in the beginning of the new year. I myself just opened up a new 16-week program, Nourish Your Temple, where I help women heal from the trauma that has caused them not to love their body in the first place. And a lot of these women have goals on improving the way they eat, improving the way they move their bodies, improving the way they fill their own cups, things like that. A lot of us are thinking about, how do we treat our body? And if we haven't been treating our body well, what ways am I being guided to treat my body better? So you may want to consider, like, what is your higher self guiding you towards doing? What are your spirit guides nudging you towards? Are you getting the message that maybe you need to drink more water? Maybe you need to take certain supplements. Maybe you need to move your body more. Maybe you need to eat better. Maybe you need to eat less processed food. Maybe you need to eat less takeout, things like that. What is your soul guiding you to do? Because the wake up call card, it's kind of like the tower moment in tarot. It's like something really big is shifting and it's falling apart so that you can build something new. Like, what happens after the wake up call? It's a new opportunity. What happens after the tarot or the tower card in tarot? It's a new opportunity. So there's something here that has to shift in order for you to align more fully with your highest path in the month of February. You'll have to let me know down in the comments. By the time you receive this video, we're already well into the first week of February. So let me know in the comments if this is resonating. Has something already shifted for you? If something has already shifted for you, what is it? Is it that relationship? Is it the move? Is it the career? Or is it health? It's typically one of those. When you get that wake up call card, I've gotten that for myself before. And it's always like, oh, here we go. We're going to tear something else down again. Once again, I'm a number 5 life path. So change is constant in my life. So I've had that wake up call card for myself a few times. And I call this my OG deck because I've had this intuitive life coaching oracle for years. I've used it with all of my clients, and it really is my favorite deck. Although I do call it sometimes my tough love deck because that's what it is. It tells us like it is. And it doesn't sugarcoat anything for us. So let's see, what else does the Cancer Collective need to know for the month of February? You're getting celebration, okay? So it is time to celebrate. You have already manifested something into your life. And maybe with this wake up call card, you're celebrating the changes that you're making because of this wake up call. So again, if it's the, sale of a house or moving into a more aligned location, maybe you don't like the place you're living in now and you want to move. Maybe it's, the job is breaking down so that you can move into the place that you're meant to be. Maybe again, your body is getting sick because it's speaking to you and you're finally starting to listen to it and make those changes that you've been really, really feeling the urge to make. The celebration card is telling you, get into that frequency, get into that vibration of celebration, because when we do, we align more fully with more things to celebrate. We manifest more things to celebrate into our lives. Sometimes we can like reach a goal or hit a milestone or make a positive change and we don't pay any attention to it. We don't pay any attention to it. And then, before we know it, we're back into patterns of self-sabotage and resistance and procrastination and all those things. But if we actually took the time to celebrate, if we took the time to celebrate the changes that we're making in our life, if we took the time to celebrate how far we've come, we would actually attract more things to celebrate into our lives. So what is it that you need to celebrate? And I want to hear about that too. Tell me, what are you celebrating, Cancer? What are you celebrating? I've got some Cancers in my personal life. I'm curious. What are you guys celebrating? You got to tell me, okay? What else? What else can we share here with the Cancer Collective for the month of February, please? Okay, I'm trying to think like, what is the theme here? Because you've got quite a few different messages. You're reuniting with your soul family, communication and staying out of the drama is important. You're going to have a wake up call, but there is something to celebrate. Let's see. Hey, mentor. Okay, well, I mean, whenever I pull this card, I always think like, hey, mentor. Maybe it's me. I don't know. We're all different, right? I believe in divine timing. So if we're meant to work together, we will. But you are about to meet somebody that you're meant to work with, okay? And I think that's so important. I am a mentor, but I've also been investing in mentorship for the past 13 years. I've had so many different coaches, so many different healers, so many different mentors, so many different guides, so many different teachers over the years. And I honestly would not be where I am today without all of them. I had some really terrible ones in the first few years when I didn't really know what I was looking for, but I can see now that even those not so great coaches were actually really great for me because they taught me how not to be a coach. It's like, when you have a really challenging childhood, and then you become a parent and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm so grateful that my parents taught me how not to be a parent. Like, I don't want to do that with my children. So you kind of see the light, the silver lining, so to say. And for those of you who are resonating with my energy, there's a number of different ways that we could work together. Again, I have this 16-week program, Nourish Your Temple. That's a beautiful program. I've already gotten incredible feedback and it just started. It's a new program. I was a fat loss coach for 7 years and then a spiritual alignment mentor for 3 years. And I've been training in shamanism. So I've sort of blended these two worlds together so that not only are you able to work on healing, but also work on loving your body so that you can really feel good in your skin. That's the big thing, is really feeling good in your skin. It's not about like losing a certain amount of weight or fitting into a certain clothing size, but it's really about loving yourself and feeling good in your skin. And that is so important for all of us, because when we don't love on ourselves, when we don't feel good in our skin, we keep our vibration really low with a lot of negative self-talk. And then when our vibration is low, it's easier for self-sabotage to creep in. It's easier to avoid the things that we know we need to be doing. It's easier to procrastinate. It's easier to numb out on the phone. It's easier to, use coping things like food, drugs, alcohol, all of those things. So, if that's not speaking to you, I also have one-on-one private mentorship and one-on-one sessions. But whether it's me or whether it's someone else, be opportunity ready, because there's someone here that's going to enter your life. And, you got soul group at the beginning. Now, I've always said, as long as I've been coaching, and that's over 10 years now, I've always said that those that I work with are people who have been in my soul group. So people that we have shared a lifetime with before. So if you're listening and you're like, I don't know what it is about that Jenny's energy, but I am super drawn to her, there's just something about her energy. It's probably because we've had a lifetime together before. I personally believe that every single person that I've ever worked with is somebody that I had a lifetime with before. Maybe last time around you were my teacher. Maybe last time around you were my mentor. Maybe you were my guide. Maybe you were my healer. I don't know. But in this lifetime, this is what I'm doing. And you're being called to invite someone into your life who's going to help you course correct, who's going to help you change the trajectory of your current journey so that you can become more in alignment with your higher self, with your highest timeline, with your highest destiny, your highest path, your highest purpose. That all sounds really exciting. I don't know about you guys, but I mean, I have a teacher right now too. So I know that working with my teacher is going to help me align with my highest path. And that's why I work with them. So I get it. I get it. If that's speaking to you, I'm on the same page as you. We're going to look at how to raise your vibration in the month of February. So spirit guides, allies, angels, please show me a message that will help the Cancer Collective align with their highest path and purpose. And, I don't know if you're going to be watching for your sun, your moon, or your rising, but I would recommend you check out all three, because there will be different messages in each of the different signs and you'll resonate with them in different ways. I think the rising is important to look at first, and then the sun. I know a lot of people look at their sun first, but the sun is the obvious stuff. The rising is like, okay, it's not so obvious. Or if you're like me and your sun and your rising is the same, then it just really makes sense. And then your moon next. Some people even listen for their Venus or anywhere else in their chart, really. What is the main message that will help the Cancer Collective raise their energy in the month of February? Ooh, I'm surrounded by angels. Okay, now some of you may have Gemini in your chart as well, because you've already had a couple of cards here that are also cards that the Gemini Collective has gotten to. So remember, you are surrounded by angels. You can connect in with your spirit guides. I'm seeing 888, and also Gemini got that as well. 888 is all about like you've manifested something into your life and you can manifest more. you can manifest more. 8 is the number of abundance. 8 is also the number of connectivity, connectedness. We are one, infinite possibilities. It's a very abundant number. And again, connectedness, like there's no beginning, there's no end. It just goes, right? So you're surrounded by angels. Call them in if you're feeling unsure, if you're feeling stuck, if there's anywhere that you need some help moving through procrastination, self-sabotage, old habits, things like that. Call on your angels, call on your guides. They want to help you. They want to help you. And one of the things that I do in my one-on-one sessions is help people identify who their spirit guides are. If that's something that you struggle with, or you have guides but you're not sure who, you're not sure how many, you're not sure how to connect with them, it's nice to be able to empower you to know that your guides are connecting with you in ways that you may not quite be aware of yet. Somebody helped me with that years ago, and now I help others with that too. We're going to look at how can the Cancer Collective align with unshakable inner peace in the month of February, because that's what we're all after, isn't it? Just that feeling of peace. It's like whatever our goals are, underneath those goals is always the desire to have more peace in our life. Okay, and I'm getting for you, you are the truth seeker. Yeah, well, you did get the Queen of Swords. Awakening, actualizing, transcending. How can you invite more grace to guide you? And again, what is grace? Grace is rising above it all, rising above the drama, rising above the conflict. Is that not what the Queen of Swords does? Look at her. She is rising above all of it. And I can't help but notice we've got this bird up here in the back. I feel like it's a raven, and a raven is a messenger, right? A raven is a messenger bringing you messages. How can you invite more grace to guide you through the month of December or February? Why did I say December? That's so strange. How can you invite more grace to guide you in the month of February? I would use that as a journal prompt. I would definitely use that as a journal prompt, Cancer. Now, I'm going to dive a little deeper into this reading. I'll pull cards from each of these decks, and then I will also pull that romance angel as well as the pocket animal spirits. And if you would like to join us for that extended reading, make sure that you are a part of the Sacred Self-Empowered membership community. You can find the link for that as well as the link for all of these card decks down below in the description. And if you love this video, I hope that you will like it. I hope that you will subscribe. And if you've got a friend that you think would really resonate with this, send this video to them. See what they have to say about it as well. Thanks so much for being here, and I will see you on the next one.